Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Brotato Abyssal Terrors with your Hunter, Brotato. Where do you log in? Hunter, a character that I've not tried before, but I'm excited to try because, as you can see by the character stats, big on range, you get more damage percentage based off of every 10 range you have. And then crit chance modifiers are further increased in their 25%. That's all the good news. So you have a lot of range, a lot of crit. You cannot have any harvesting, and you get less max HP on mods. So a little bit of a glass cannon kind of character. I've played a lot with the shuriken. I've not done a lot with the crossbow. Those kind of feel like the weapons that would make the most sense, since they get the shuriken gets a bounce on a critical hit, and crossbow gets a pierce. So crossbow is going to require, it's got a much longer cooldown. Not much longer, I guess about 25%. But I'm going to try crossbow. Sorry, all that to say, I'm going to try the crossbow. So let's jump into it. We're going to be danger 0 because we're still going through all these Brotatos one time. Yeah, these little waves I'm not as concerned about, but you can see already the cooldown on it, especially since I don't have a lot of crit and you only get the piercing on a crit. Yeah, that was a little rough, but we'll get another one and that will help. And then we'll also pick up this big range increase, which will give us more percentage of damage. So now we're doing more damage, and so and we'll also lock this. I think I'm gonna take the coupon since it's very early and we cannot get any harvesting. So we're gonna have to be saving money where we can. Ooh, that guy was on my butt. I'm kind of staying a little bit closer than I normally would be. I will later, because I need to be able to res these. Or not res these, excuse me. I need to be able to I need to be able to loot those materials. Res. Too much Marvel Rivals. Alright, here we go. I know this is only going to give us 2 rather than 3, but I feel like the trade-off makes sense, so I'm going to take it. I feel like attack speed is going to be big for us long term if we're going to go crossbows, because that's their weakness, right? So maybe we'll go there. And then here, I'll take probably the range damage. Yeah, we'll take... Oh, I should have bought this first. You're dumb. You're dumb, Witty. I'm going to lock that. I'm going to roll. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be... I know I will need to be dodging the projectiles from the derps and the wandering mages and stuff like that, and the charges from the tanky guys. But right now we can kind of sit and loot and just kind of pluck away it from afar. Here I feel like the max HP makes sense to take. I feel like this is also really good. I feel like I'm just going to take this and this, because again, that extra 25 range is another 2.5% damage. Which I know that I took some negative to percentage damage, but I did that because I planned on plugging range. So let's keep going. Sorry. Just explaining myself. Charging down those derps. I mean, he feels good right now. I would really feel more comfortable if I had some more... had my more weapons. Oh, I see you. I see you. Yep. So much damage. I was trying to get down there. Okay. We don't really have a need for this, so I'm going to recycle this. More range, right? And here, see, this is really like taunting, but this +8 is really a +0 because we would get nothing out of it. It's whether the range damage makes sense versus I don't mind, especially since we're so low, either taking the HP. Maybe I'll take the HP. Okay. I already made the decision. There it is. I don't know that Alien Tongue makes a whole lot of sense for me. I like, you know how I like the ability to kind of loot from a little bit further away, but I feel like I would be better suited here to do this. And I'm glad that I did. Because I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this bag. I'll need to get some speed increases, but I wanted the 15 materials since we have no harvesting. Yeah, I feel better now. I feel much more comfortable now. And we'll see, man. I've been on a tear. If you've been watching these videos every day, if you're caught up, or even if you're not caught up, if you're going in order, you'll know that I've been on a pretty good win streak, even with if we remove that last no commentary win. If I'm not counting that, but on all the other ones that I'm having a nice little run, and I appreciate you guys being here to join me. This one's a little rough. I guess I'll take the range damage. We'll take the other crossbow. I feel like this is worth re-rolling. I like the dodge percentage, but okay. Okay. All right, so we can start upgrading some of this. Okay, so we're going to combine. We're going to pick this up. We're going to take this. I think I'm going to lock this lemonade and re-roll, and we'll lock this. I'm locking that lemonade because I think that consumables, even though we don't have a tree, like that healing is gonna make a difference, especially because most of the time they'll likely be dropping just like that up there away from me, and I can use them as little pit stops because I'm gonna have to stay mobile once we get more derps, more of the wandering mages, and more enemy density as the waves increase in size. Especially, we'll see, you know, we're coming up on it. Old number 9. I also need to get my crit percentage up. Oh, I spoke it into existence. And I like the baby geckos. You know how I feel about them. We'll take the trees die in one hit. I feel like that's worth. I always like taking this, but since I don't, I'm gonna pass on it right now. Okay, all right. I don't hate that, because the range is because the hit point nerf that we have on this character of only getting 2/3 of what we are supposed to get. The idea of losing one is on a reroll, even at 10%. At least for me right now, I feel like that's not gonna make me feel warm and fuzzy inside because I don't have a control over that. It's not. I mean, I do as far as I can not re-roll, but I don't want to risk it. But that feels very limiting this early on when we rely on those re-rolls to really kind of sort through the shop in between these waves. Oh, I see you. Yep, thank you. And that's 15 more since I hunted him down. See, I like this even though it offsets the attack speed because it gives me more percentage to my flat damage. So we'll take it. This we're going to recycle. And here we're going to take even more crit. And here we're gonna take more regen. And then we take this. I don't think this is worth it. So we re-roll. We take this, we re-roll again. Love the baby geckos. This is interesting. I wonder about taking. Then I'm, then it's, and I guess, okay, if I take this, it's considered melee. Man, that's real tempting to combine these and take this and to re-roll. I might be dividing my. I love this. I have a decent amount. I think maybe. Okay. Splitting my focus a little bit from the ranged, but I feel like then if I just start focusing more on range and use that as a way to kind of buff my my damage percentage increase, which applies to both melee and ranged, then I'm not nerfing myself too much. And this, even though stuff's dying so quickly right now, it doesn't really matter. I was gonna say I'm gonna have things close with this knife, and I am gonna try to focus crit percentage so I'm getting the most value out of the crossbows already. So if the knife also benefits from that, then that's just a nice overall strategy, I feel like. Potentially. We'll find out. We'll see. I need to get my speed up. Would that be nice? So yeah, I'm going to take this fat crit percentage. And we're going to take yet another gecko. And we're going to take the sharp bullet. And we're going to take the range. And we're going to take the broken mouth so I can get a 0 reroll. And we'll take this. This would equate to 4 max HP for 2 HP regen. I would lose some melee damage for the knife that I don't really care about too much anyway. The 1 range damage I can afford to lose. It's awfully expensive though. I think I'm gonna pass for right now. I'm not even gonna lock it. Wave 9. Let's see. Let's get into it. Because we just got more piercing. We got natural piercing. So now I feel like I want to ditch this knife because I want this projectile to bounce all over the. I want all these projectiles to be piercing and bouncing all over the place. We've been buffing the crap out of our crit, so we have potentially, multiple piercings happening here. It does take some positioning, though. I'll tell you what, because they don't bounce, because they just pierce. You kind of need to position yourself in a way where you're getting waves coming straight at you. I mean, this... Oh, I almost died, because I was just going to say, this feels really good. And I almost walked into my own death. I'll take that. Massive more crit. 50-50 on the crit. I love that. We'll take more attack speed. See, and now they're going to taunt me with the second one of these. I feel like I'm splitting my focus. I feel like I should stop. So let's just keep moving. Ooh, buddy. That's awesome. So we're taking this, and this, and we're gonna. Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like the SMG would serve me more than this would. It did 304. Yeah, I mean, it's doing because they can't get close enough to me. So let's take I'm gonna take the SMG for right now. Reroll one more time. Your highest range and lowest range damage positive stats are swapped when you get this item. So this would highest range. I'm confused by this. Is this really good or really bad? Your highest, which would be range, and low. Oh, okay, so they would. I'm sorry. I'm following it now. It's not always range and range damage. It's just those two because that's the way it is. So my range damage is 4. So my range damage would become 370? Is that, like, ridiculous? Does that, like, mess up how this character plays? Because the whole idea of this character was to buff your range, because that becomes your percentage damage increase, which right now is only 38%. 370 range damage? Which would make this shoot at, right now it's 10% range, which would become 4, which would become less than 1, so whatever. 50% of your range damage, which right now would become 370, and that would be so that'd be what, 185? So it'd be 185, and right now it's 70. And it would pierce all these times and potentially crit. Like, I'm sorry I'm taking so long to think about this. I guess I can't even, oh, I can't lock it. Oh, well, oh my god. I'm sorry. This whole time I've been sitting here doing all this, and I can't even lock it, so it doesn't frigging matter. Moving on. Oh my god. What a waste. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry for all of you who know how to read and notice that. I'm assuming that's probably a mechanic of the fact that it is such a rare roll or rare item that you can't lock it. Or was that a bug? I mean, they do exist. I don't know that I'm aware of any. There are very likely some interactions in this game that that are broken in some way, you know, in a good way or a bad way, and people know about them, and I don't, because I don't pay attention to, I don't, like, you know, I try to discover myself, but sometimes that can be bad, because you don't, you know, you don't know how it's supposed to work, so necessarily, so you don't always know when it's broken. I keep on taking that. I hope that it makes sense for me to do. I'm thinking about taking, I know this is a big HP regen, but I feel like I want to take this speed. That's too bad. That's not gonna, I was gonna take I'll take the bag, because that's, makes sense. We'll take this. We do need to get some armor, though. I'm gonna take that because we're pushing for more of those things. We're gonna take this. Okay, so I feel like the harpoon gun would be better. I know I've done this a couple times, but I feel like that's better. And we're gonna move on. This slows them down. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's silly. At least for these big guys, it's just launching them all over the place, because I have that knockback, too. I really wish I had some special aliens, not special aliens, some loot aliens, please. There should be coming, what, 50% more often? Is what it said. We have pretty good material suction. Just because of the items that we picked up that gave us the range and the percentage chance. Okay. I mean, interesting. Now here's where I'll take some dodge. I feel like I am going to take this since we have so much, because it helps my other two stats. I'm trying to help buff a little bit. None of this is helpful. I don't really have any luck, but I'm going to take that because that's going to increase our piercing damage. I'm wondering if this does make sense because the range I'm going to lose is only going to be... sorry, what is it? So I'm losing 1.2, but I'm gaining 10.8. Or you know what, you know what I mean? I think you do. Let's lock that for next time. I don't really have a whole lot of luck right now. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. I want some... I know that we're killing stuff really quickly, but I also would love to see some weapon upgrades. Just here and there. Just give it to me here or there. I don't need them like all in one go. I don't even need them in back-to-back waves. But this is like, you know, I would appreciate if every 1 or 2 waves that we complete that you give me an option of something that will allow me to increase the tier level of these lovely crossbows, which with all the items we have seem to be just making everyone into red mist. Guy was trying to rope-a-dope me. He was going the opposite way. Still not seeing any loot aliens. Would love to get a couple guys. See, okay. So 45 range would be 4.5% damage. Obviously, it increases the range of other things and all that stuff as well, but a flat 12% gets us there. And then we'll take that too. And we'll take this too. This is going to be minus 1.5% damage, but we're going to pick up another 5% crit and 5% dodge. So I actually really like that. I feel like I'm okay. So this is 2 range and 2.5% more damage. I feel like I'm gonna do it. Hurts my attack speed, but things are dying right now. That additional pierce and the additional piercing damage that we picked up, I think really helped keep some crowd control going. I'm just gonna stand here for a minute. Not a minute. I'm gonna stand here for about 10 more seconds. We'll see. And then we'll move to the other side. We'll just kind of like sit here and let this... Okay. Yep. Now we'll start moving. Yep. I feel like the enemy density is quite low right now, but I know these guys probably hit, these iron guys, or armored guys are, you know, beefy, and they hit hard, but because I have so much crit percentage, they're just getting domed. Okay. I think I'm gonna... It's half your health. I mean, it's such low damage. I'm gonna recycle it. I feel like I need to offset my attack speed issues that I've been... Not issues, but... Oh, hey, look. See? You just gotta ask. At this point, I bet that'll save me some money. This would be another 21%. I'm gonna keep it in the hopes that it gets cursed. Now let's go. Like, is it me? Like, it feels sparse. But maybe that, again, maybe it sounds so douchey, but it's like, hey, maybe I'm doing so well that, but that's what we think, right? And then That is just about the same moment, or within about 5 seconds of the moment that you get punched in the mouth and your run's over. And that is the life we live in the land of roguelikes. You get that one enemy type that just counters whatever you're doing. Yeah, we're gonna take that. I do need to get some more armor in here. So this would give me, at this point, it'd be 15% more damage by the time we finish. I'm going to unlock this because it did not get cursed, so it makes it to me a little less sexy. I'm also gonna reroll here. I think I can make that worth it. Okay, so this is interesting. So, do we... Do we replace the harpoon gun? Sorry, to finish my thought. Do we replace the no. Okay, hold on. We gotta combine these, and I gotta get this. And then we're gonna lock this, and we're gonna see. We'll see what happens on the next wave. And I think that everything should just come to me, right? So I should just be able to stand here. Because I got the 4th gecko. I mean, trees, obviously, I need to keep an eye out for. So if we just kind of park and move a little bit. Make sure that we're keeping an eye on the corners. Actually, it's kind of... Oh! Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Get in here. Get in here. That, I'm most happy that that I didn't die. But I am also really glad that I was just talking about that. See? 1 hit. So I need to watch. I need to get my regen up. Probably get some armor. I need to get some defense going here. Yeah, we're gonna take that because that's 6 HP for us. I just said I wanted to do the opposite, but here we are. Do I combine these two and then give myself a second harpoon gun, or do I recycle this one and grab that one? I don't know. How many gummy zerkers do I have? 2 already. I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna reroll. None of that helps me. I feel like I should be recycling this. I don't want to go too far from what got me here. Piggy bank would have been really nice much earlier. I'm not... you know what? We're gonna reroll one more time. Nothing I want. Okay. Because we do have that... what is it? Fish hook, the one that gives you a chance to curse something if you lock it. This builds the Karen killer because they can't hide. Yeah, I have so much piercing they just can't hide. I mean, this is great. If I knew that I was clearing any trees that might pop up, I just need to... I mean, I can see what, probably 70% of the map without moving too far in any direction. If I just stay kind of in the middle here, and go side to side. Okay. Speed, attack speed, range damage. It's either speed or attack speed. I feel like the attack speed's gonna probably be the way to go. None of this is good for me. I'll take the free rerolls. I'll take this. That helps me get some of that back. I have no luck right now, which is not great. We have banner. I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna leave that scope on the rack Because I think I want to... Yeah. I'm assuming crit has... I mean, it's got to be up. It's got to max at 100, right? Okay. So if once I pick up those sunglasses, then we're maxed there, and then I can go kind of defensive, focus a little defensive stats a little bit, or at least, you know, make them a priority. I don't think I've gotten a character to 100% crit rate. I figured they would soft cap it at like 95 or something. So that way there's like, they're not all going to be yellow, bro. Like we have to, there's got to be that 1 in 20 chance that you're going to critically fail and just do regular damage. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. Armor. I just said it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna take that. Man, that barricade's interesting. Let's lock it. Let's reroll. One more time. Yeah, see, I feel like... I think I'm going to take it. Knowing that I'm going to be standing still, that might help me tank some of these hits that might get through. Or these, not hits, but these guys that might get through, or the random... I see you. I'm trying to get you. Yeah, it's all yellow, eh? We're Coldplay up in here. I mean, it's I mean, I feel cautiously optimistic. I feel like the only thing that could mess this up would be me. 1 range damage minus, so it's minus 0.5%. That's for the math that I don't know, but I feel like... I should recycle that. I don't know why. I'm gonna... Oh, well, this is the thing. I'll take this. We're gonna recycle that. Okay. Did we already... I thought I took an alien magic. Maybe I didn't. The luck at this point, I don't know if we don't really have a whole lot of... We're not really doing a whole lot of that. Plant makes sense too. I feel like regen makes sense. I'm gonna lock and I'm gonna re-roll. I mean, if I can get my speed up, I wouldn't mind that. So maybe we do this. Reroll. Can I get a speed? Can I get anything with speed? One more time. This is kind of interesting. I think I'm going to keep both those on the rack, and we're going to go do wave 19. And then we're going to go into our last... I'm going to stand here. We'll go to our last one. Really, I want to really think about what makes sense for me. For me, as the Hunter Brotato, I'm going to try to get to a... Oh! Yeah, see? I was thinking about my joke and almost got capped. Yeah, it's those charging guys. And you can, it feels like my damage dropped off a little bit because things are starting to, you know, the pocket's starting to collapse, so to speak. on me here? Okay, yep. Starting to feel it a little bit, okay. Man, I was just complaining about enemy density and stuff, and yeah, how about that? We'll take the attack speed. Big attack speed buff. Can't afford to do this. I don't feel like this makes sense. I really want my speed to not be negative. But it might just be that way. Because I would like the HP regen here. I guess we're gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. I have enough HP regeneration that this poisonous tonic I think makes sense to give me more damage increase. You know what? Let's lock it once we roll one time. I'll take it. Let's reroll one more time for no reason. Ooh, helmet. I've already got. That's fine. I'm a little bit slower. I have a little more armor. And when I'm standing still, I have +8 armor. And you know the deal. This is wave 20. This is to keep the streak going that I just figured out that I was on. Let's get it done. I think it's in the bag. I think it's in the bag, so I can just chill here. I have so much range. Yeah, you're making a circle for me, bud? Thank you very much. A sniper gun? That would have been nice. Holy cow, it's got a range of 1,300. Oh, I would on this character. It starts with 800, though. ×3 on the damage. Hitting an enemy spawns 5 projectiles. What? That's nasty. I wish I had that on this run. I know, they did a good job of making something unlockable that you would want. That'll help us on Danger 1 when we get back to the Hunter on the next not the next go around, but on the next next rotation of the Brotato a day tour that we're on. Guys, what very sorry about that edit. My dogs were pacing, and I was super distracted because they know it's time to EAT. So I need to go handle that. I appreciate you guys being here for our episode 39 of our first-time playthrough of Brotato Abyssal Terrors. Today, I was your victorious hunter, Brotato Witty Login, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves.